Okay, here's a question from someone. Forgot to write down their name. Anyway, so they write, "Hi, Tabitha. I'm about 5 months into recovery and I'm at a healthy weight now, although I'm still on a low side of a healthy BMI. After about 3 months of recovery, my doctor and my parents cleared me to return to cross country. I'm an elite athlete and the top runner in my school and one of the top runners in my state, but I feel like I'm now in a trap. I still have extremely high amounts of hunger and I'd eat thousands and thousands of calories of food if I allowed myself, but as a runner I feel I have to maintain a low body weight in order to be successful at running. None of my coaches or teammates know what's going on, and if I started putting on more weight I feel that they'd be freaked out, and not just that, but I feel that if I gain the weight I'll be slower, and part of what gives me so much joy is being a good runner. I feel that I generally enjoy running and it's not just my eating disorder. I don't over-exercise anymore like I used to, but now instead I've turned to restriction to maintain this low, healthy BMI. I don't want to live my life like this, but I feel like I'm trapped. I've already lied about being injured at the beginning of the season when I began my recovery. I know I should prioritize my physical health, and I feel like running and being part of a team is such a big part of my mental health. If I could go back, I'd have never rejoined the team, but I've been very successful this season, and I feel like I can't turn back now. My parents don't really know I'm feeling all this because they just assume I'm fine now since I'm a healthy weight. I generally feel like if I wasn't a runner, but was in the same position, I'd allow myself to eat whatever the heck I want. So my overall question is, how do I go about this issue? Do I continue to run and do something that makes me happy while I'm eating whatever I want, even though it means I'll also be depressed because my times aren't too fast, or do I just quit the team? I feel so trapped. You've got a lot of insight there. I don't know how old you are, but you know that running, as much as you enjoy it, as much as you're good at it, you know that you're not fully recovered, don't you? Because it sounds like that mental and physical hunger is still there. It sounds like you want to eat a load of food. It sounds like it's painful to you not to allow yourself to really eat as much as you want. So I'd say that you're probably not nutritionally rehabilitated. You've even put healthy in inverted commas yourself, so I think that you know that you're not nutritionally rehabilitated yet as well. And really, I think what that email is you're sort of asking permission from me to stop running and to look after yourself and to get fully recovered. So have a think about that. You've also written that you know that you're not doing the best thing for your body, but that running makes you happy. And I can't judge whether that is part of your eating disorder or not. Some people have run before they have eating disorders, and some people don't have eating disorders and love running. So it's not like every person who has an eating disorder and runs only does it because they have an eating disorder. But it's sure as hell true that if you have an eating disorder, running gets linked up in your brain to food consumption, and it can be really problematic. And so in order to fully recover, we really need to take an extended time off cardio if you have a compulsive exercise issue, and 3 months ain't gonna cut it. So you haven't really had as long off. I'm sorry that your doctors cleared you to start running again. I feel like you wish they hadn't. You also said that you lied and said you had an injury at the beginning of the season. I don't think you wanted to run then, did you? I think you wanted to rest more and eat more. That makes me really sad that you felt that you had to do that. You know the answer to this. Like I said, you're just asking for permission to stop and to rest and to fully recover. And I think it's incredibly brave of you to even get as far as you have with your own insight and not just totally be like, I'm fine. Like, I'm totally fully recovered and I haven't got any problems. I'm going to keep running, because that's honestly what most people do. And you're allowing yourself to be honest and to say, this isn't okay, is it? So that's really brave. I'm really proud of you for that. I know how difficult it is when you have a running compulsion. Like I knew I used any excuse under the sun to run. And if I'd had someone external, parents or a coach pushing me, oh my God, I probably would have killed myself by running. So I'm really proud of you for starting to stick up for your own body and thinking about doing what's right, the next step is for you to make the decision as to, I need to talk to people that I think you need to talk to the people that care about you and say everything's not okay. You need to start standing up for your body. And the bit about how running makes you happy, I'm not going to say that I doubt that, but don't underestimate your ability to find other things that make you happy. If you really try, there's loads of stuff that we can do that's really, fun, and also not putting our bodies in a precarious position, right? So I think that the truths that you need to kind of look at is, I'm not fully recovered, shouldn't be running at this point, I don't want to. You're allowed to be honest about that. Like you said, you faked an injury, you don't want to, that's okay. And then look at, okay, well, what are the steps I need to take? How do I need to go forward? You're a smart person, you'll work this out, I promise.